All right, cyber traders, welcome on back here to close out the week here. And remember, we got Monday off coming up on the 20th, but great to see all of us live inside the trading room right now. Wendy, Robert, Kathleen, we had before, Michael as well. Norman, great to see you all rejoining us perhaps. Great to see all of us back live on Facebook and YouTube. So, folks, I mean, hey, right now the markets are pushing up a little bit here. Hopefully we have a lot more short covering into the close. I feel like there's a good chance we can catch it, but with the way the market's been moving, obviously the last 5 or 6 days, it's a little bit harder to have really happen. We were looking for it earlier this week, did not get it. And then obviously with how the SPY is looking right now, this is probably our biggest and best chance yet to seeing that type of short covering that we were looking for earlier in the week. But for right now, Revlon, hey, either whether we get it or not, I mean, that's not really going to stop Revlon and some other stocks that are holding pretty strong still from potentially moving higher. So Revlon here, I mean, obviously with the way it looks right now, we'll put it on our watch list. Hey, this could look to make a bit of a shake back down and then a higher low and then the real breakout later on, or at least another run. Not to say the real run, because this thing has already taken off over the last couple of days. So, I don't know the whole headline out on this stock, but I think that there's some suitor looking to buy Revlon right now, some Indian-based company, if I'm not mistaken. Just get the news here really quick. So let's see. India's Reliance considers buying out Revlon in the U.S. So that's the headline from earlier today. Hey, one of us, I think either inside the live trading room, which I think it was, or on YouTube, I think yesterday it was, asking about, what happened to it, bankruptcy. And the point I wanted to reiterate was like, this is not a swing trade. And if it worked out for you that way, great. But that's not what we wanted. This is a day trade, so I'm more than happy to day trade this. Obviously, from earlier this morning, it made for a great slingshot earlier off of like 280. From there, broke back over 3 and made for a phenomenal run. But we're not trying to swing trade this. We're not trying to hold on. So, God bless if it worked out yesterday, holding into this morning, or from the day before, whenever. But oh man, next time that happens, probably won't work out as well, right? I mean, hey, either way, but this as a day trade heading into the close, we'll definitely put this on our list to begin. This did have resistance off of 475 a bit earlier, but now I'm seeing on the ask, it was just there a moment ago, about 26 or 27,000 on the ask at 469. So, it seems like it topped off right around that 69 price anyway. 72 is the high there, but making that shake. So let's see some support begin to build right now. Hopefully off of this 440 area, 435 to 440. If it slams below there, I mean, there's still a chance it could pop later, but not as likely. And for as much as this stock ran the last day or two, if this support level breaks coming up here, then this could be the end of the run. So we'll see. Hopefully not. I'll put this on our list, either way. But let's go right from top to bottom. Otherwise, folks, we got the phase 1 stock course concluding today at 3 o'clock Eastern time. That's not good. That shake down. I mean, the more it shakes like that, it could actually get halted going down, and that would be brutal. So that right there is not a good sign. We got to really see this sling back over like 435 to 440-ish very quickly. All right, so with that, the MREO stock, it finally broke back above resistance off of 445, 444 there. I had it at 46, but when I put this line here, I realized I could have put it a couple of pennies lower, like 44 right there. You can see holding really well back from what is this, like, mid-January all the way through to, mid-March, it seems, late March. And, right now it's trying to make that hold of support from there and then the squeeze up higher off of 150. So it's holding strong near the highs. I have to put this on our list for right now, the MREO, but it's also a little choppy too. So, you definitely want to see it like make the type of run that the REV is making. All right. How about this? If you know me on YouTube, if you watch me here weekdays, Monday to Friday on our YouTube stream, you may know me. Inside our live trading room, you definitely know me. I am long on one stock right now, folks. Here to take a quick stab in the dark. Well, what stock am I long on right now? It wasn't REV. I wish it was. It's not MREO either. We'll get to it in a bit, I'm sure. Robert and Norman right away saying NEO. RJF on YouTube asking if it's the STRY trade, which I haven't seen yet, but we will get to this. Actually, let's skip ahead. RJF on our YouTube stream, one of our regular attendees on YouTube at least, asking if it's the STRY trade. Looks phenomenal right now. I didn't have the time to jump in on this trade, RJF. I didn't see this up until now, but really good call. Really good call for right now. STRY. Now, here's the thing, though, on this trade. It's trading just actually less than 1 million shares. So for as much as this stock dropped from, a couple of weeks ago, perhaps, all the way down to yesterday's low for the week, yeah, there's definitely some recovery room, perhaps. And with that, it could continue here for the close, but watch to see the volume die off. Look, this should look to make a pullback pretty soon. And then from there, we'll look to see this try and really make the higher high later on. But the answer, like Norman and Robert wrote, was NEO. Yes, we'll get to NEO in a bit. I am currently long from the level I'd called out at 2011. All right, we keep it going. SOUN, I wish I could say I took part in this. I did not. Beautiful run up. It was running from earlier this morning and then completely exploded from like 350 all the way up north of over 5. False breakout, the first test off resistance at 5, which we would expect given how much it ran up already. So big drop from that point. Volume had died off from there too. I don't know. I mean, this already moved up so much. It had dropped off. I feel like it's just going to continue to pull back down. But that said, though, this stock also took a huge hit back from early May. 18 bucks south down to, what is this, like $1 or $2? So we've been seeing this lately. I mean, again, just go right back to AERC from the last, week or two. We've been following this, dropped from 110 down. So you're not going to expect to see the next AERC, but if you can get a fraction of that type of move, that's exactly what we would want to have. So, the SOUN trade not fully sold on now at this point, already made a big run. The CMRA trade, starting to gain my trust a little bit more now, day over day. It's been, been pretty active, trading a lot of volume over the last, 5 days. And with that, it made a big move earlier across the afternoon to begin. But, again, right now, not a whole lot really happening over the last 30 or 40 minutes. And the order book's a little thin here. So I'll write it down. I'll come back to it if we need to. All right, Blue's been a great trade over the last few days. Namely, so long as it's been shortable, because after the pop it had in pre-market back on Tuesday of this week, or Monday this week, I think it was even, ended up completely dropping off. But today, hey, has made for a nice bounce back up again earlier this morning from 320-ish, 330 up towards 420, 430. So, nice long again. It's a good stock to keep on your side list, perhaps, for next week. But, otherwise it drop back down, has been a good short since. And, I could put this on our list. There's no harm with me putting this on our list. It's tradable in either direction for right now. I don't know. I would rather follow a NEO right now, or a, REV or an MREO perhaps that's at the highs. This is tradable. Someone can make 15, 20, 25 cents, on this trade heading into the close in either direction. But, for right now, I'm going to pass on it. We didn't get to NEO yet, but I already wrote it down on our list. That's just pushing up higher and higher. It's up 8% right now. We'll get to that in a bit. Party City, also another one that had dropped off quite a bit over the last, God knows how long, but really the last year or so, right? And had a huge gap down back like a month or two ago with that on top. So, perhaps this could make a nice push. It's exactly where we would want it to be. I don't mind putting Party City on our list more as like a level 1 type of stock. It's not going to give you 50 cents, I'd imagine. If it does, God bless. But, if it can give you 15 cents, that would be awesome. Just to wrap up the gainer side here pretty briefly. This one we already just looked at. The ALT trade, we had FLGC. No, that was too cheap. VXRT, Vaxert, we followed this over the pandemic. It's at the highs right now. It's like making a similar type of move. Trying to inch up a little bit higher right now, too. So out of the slow pokes there, it was PRTY and VXRT here. More like, level 1 stocks. They're not like really the fastest movers out there. But let me get to NEO because obviously that's just pushing up and up and up right now as we speak. I'm in from 2011, which was a big print level back, I think, a few days ago. In terms of charting and being prepared for the market open. We're going to talk more about that in the Phase 2 curriculum next week live. But, in terms of that, it's all about finding the big money. And, I like to color code certain lines in my chart. And with that, 2011 was a big level. At least it was holding as resistance earlier. I took a couple of trades on this earlier off the 2011 and took like break evens, like a -3, and then from there I jumped in long once I saw the SPY hold, and from there been up since. So NEO right now I'm going to put on our watch list here. LI, its counterpart, and that counterpart's like sister stock, not really doing a whole lot. The XPEV trade, XPEV is making the same type of run NEO is right now too. So I put one on, I got to put the other. All right, folks, let's hop on over to the losers list. I had a chat from one of our members, actually, like this was a couple of days ago, and they're like, you love NEO so much. It's like, you can't blame me, right? I mean, the stock up and down every day provides opportunity. There are days where I say that about AMC and, other stocks, but it's just one of the most volatile. It gives you the most bang for your buck, or at least in terms of liquidity matters, at least. But, XPEV definitely making a similar type of run here too. But, let's hop on over to the losers list right now. I'm sure there will be a day where I dislike NEO. It'll either get too expensive or too inexpensive, and it'll become too slow. So either way, I'm sure there will be a point where I write it off, but I'll ride the wave while it lasts. SIDU, this is a good stock to keep on your side list going forward for next week. I'll definitely be doing that. Right now it's just on the way down, unless if you could short it. There's no real business with it right now, at least. So markets are trying to inch up a little bit more and more right now. See that too. Where was I? Just saw Redbox warrants on the loser side here. Redbox itself has got to be on the losers list here as well. But, that's another one that, is a stock that we've been really in love with over the last couple of weeks, and we'll still continue to follow Redbox. It's actually making a hell of a push right now. Ended up bottoming out off of 10, making a really strong bounce, at least across the afternoon. Looking at this trend, it's hard to not put Redbox on our watch list, right? And looking at the liquidity, it's certainly, a little thin at times, bit of a spread here and there, but we've seen worse. It's probably more of a level 3 stock. So is it like a brand new student? I still wouldn't want you to follow this as much as I would like, VXRT or PRTY, even the MREO trade. But yeah, I mean, this one for right now, looking at this move up, I wasn't expecting to see this. So pretty interesting. But yeah, Redbox, I'll put this on our list. It's funny how you can catch them right at the perfect time like that. Or, hopefully there's a lot more left on this trade, at least in that sense. But all right, we got Devon Energy, a little expensive, but down big. I'll look at it. It's trading a lot of volume, pretty liquid for a $58 stock. Good side list stock, perhaps. Ranger Resource, RRC. Earlier today dropped off. CNX, I think. Oh, no, just another energy stock. Not a whole lot happening there. All right, folks. Hey, if there's anything else that looks good from your end, just let me know. I'll kind of expedite the process now. We got the Phase 1 course finishing up today. We're going to be talking all about journaling. So journaling your trades. It's the most important class that I teach here as an instructor because it's just the way that I progressed. Fausto and some of the best traders that you see chatting currently over the last 10 seconds have, progressed as traders here. You know what I mean? So with that said, Johannes calling out run. Take a look. You've been following that run trade the last couple of days, Johannes, rightfully so. It's at the highs and it's up big. I don't know if I just skipped over this as I was going from top to bottom. Maybe this was moving on up, but yeah, it looks good. Not surprising. Good call. Cruise stocks and chopped. So we'll take a look at all of those. Again, good call from Brian here. I like NCLH. I'm sure all of the others, right? RCL. Yeah. And CCL. Not looking too bad. I mean, yeah, cruise lines look good. I'm sure the airlines with that in mind as well. We'll look at CHOP just in a bit. American Airlines at the highs, right? blanking out on like the air and sea stocks right now. You got AAL, UAL, JetBlue, Delta Airlines. I won't forget about Delta. All right, so yeah, I mean, right now, I don't know. These are all good side list stocks, right? I don't want to build too big of a watch list for right now. So the run I like because it's up a lot. It's up 15% from Johannes. Now the chop trade otherwise from Brian, let's see. It is up 12, 13%, making a similar type of move. I keep calling this chopped, as in like chopped salad restaurant. It's Charge Point Holdings. So this ended up making a nice push earlier today. And it's holding well, right? This one I actually do like a bit more. So chopped, I'll put on the list here too. From Bobby on YouTube, just getting back to YouTube right now. So that we talked about already. So just catching the comment late, but good call from Bobby like about 6 minutes ago on Redbox. Plug from Mitch. It's up 11, 12%, right? How many are we at right now? Let's do a quick tally right now. I got to catch myself every now and then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stocks to work with so far. At this point, we're not going to follow CMRA or Blue, I'd imagine. CMRA, perhaps. It's still kind of holding there. All right, so we'll slip CMRA on the list, and then we'll throw a plug on our list here too, Mitch. All right. For anyone asking, LOL in capital letters is not a stock ticker, right, Mark? All right, folks, we're going to finish up for right now. Folks, for all of us on YouTube and Facebook Live, have a great weekend. If you have any questions, feel more than free to let me know if you have any questions. I always like to post my email here at the end. And I actually typed that out pretty fast. I correctly typed that. Right there, Josh at CTUtrading.com. But otherwise, enjoy the weekend. Keep in mind, markets are closed on Monday. Celebrating Juneteenth, we have Father's Day on Sunday. So, of course, I'd be remiss to not finish off by saying Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, the fathers out there. Of course, a quick early shout out to my father, Henry. His birthday is coming up in July, the big 7-0. So I look forward to celebrating that with him in July, but obviously Father's Day with him on Sunday, like he's listening. Right. But nonetheless, folks, enjoy the weekend for all of us tuning in on YouTube and Facebook Live, for all of us live inside the trading room. I'm going to post and tweet the picks. And then we have class coming up, though. We're not done yet at 3 o'clock Eastern, wrapping up the phase 1 course at 3 o'clock. Talk to you soon.
Become a Cyber Group member today. Just click the link below and receive all these amazing products and a world of knowledge for just $9. Do it today.